We could not pass. The mood changed. John and I were worried. There was only one alternative to this way out, now closed to us, and that was paddling back upriver in what had become total darkness. Silently, soberly, we turned the canoe and headed up, searching for the right channel that would keep us out of the main current. We hadn't planned on this adventure taking that turn, but suddenly, everything was required. John must steer with skill. I must paddle with strength. One mistake on our part, and the strong current would force the canoe broadside, fill it, and sweep us and our boys off downriver into the night. It was glorious. We did it. He did. I did. We rose to the challenge, working together, and the fact that it required all of me, that I was in it with my family and for my family, that I was surrounded by wild, shimmering beauty, and it was, well, kind of dangerous, made the time transcendent. I was no longer Stasi. I was Sacagawea, Native American princess of the West, a valiant and strong woman. Jesus, teach me to be valiant and strong, a woman who embraces the adventures you have prepared for me.
Day 1. About him. A man's heart reveals the man. Proverbs 27:19. Though the tracks I found this morning were fresh, that holds little promise. A bull elk can easily cover miles of rugged country in no time. He is one of the most elusive creatures we have left in the lower 48. They are the ghost kings of the high country, more cautious and wary than deer and more difficult to track. They live at higher elevations and travel farther in a day than nearly any other game. The bulls, especially, seem to carry a sixth sense to human presence. A few times I've gotten close. The next moment they are gone, vanishing silently into aspen groves so thick you wouldn't have believed a rabbit could get through. It wasn't always this way. For centuries, elk lived out on the prairies, grazing together on the rich grasses in vast numbers. Meriwether Lewis described passing herds lolling about in the thousands as he made his way in search of a Northwest Passage. But by the end of the century, westward expansion had pushed the elk high up into the Rocky Mountains. Now they are elusive, hiding out at timberline like outlaws. If you would seek them now, it is on their terms, in forbidding haunts well beyond the reach of civilization. And that is why I come, and why I linger here still, letting the old bull get away. My hunt, you see, actually has little to do with elk. I knew that before I came. There is something else I'm after out here in the wild. I am searching for an even more elusive prey, something that can only be found through the help of wilderness. I am looking for my heart. Dear Heavenly Father, I trust that you have already provided ways for me to reconnect with you and with my heart through nature.
Day 2. About her. Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering. Mark 5, verse 34. I love the story in Mark 5 of the woman with the issue of blood who, out of her desperate need, pushes through the throngs of people surrounding Jesus in order to touch the hem of his garment and be healed. She had been bleeding for 12 years. She had spent all she had on the many doctors and treatments available to her. None of it had helped. In fact, she had only gotten worse. Now, broke and heartbroken, she has an unlooked-for opportunity. Jesus has come to her town. It is not lawful for her, a bleeding woman, to be gathered with other people, but she is dying, and she doesn't want to be. So against all odds and against